out there? Is everybody fairly conservative in New York? Christopher Wright here, not doing quite do my walk and talk like a typical day today, but I have a special guest with me today. As you guys know in my previous videos, I've been military bred of an Army veteran, Russell Lee Wright, and I always have love for the veterans here in New York City. And I have a very special guest with me today. I want to speak with him. I've been to a lot of veteran events around the city, and I met him a couple times, but he's about to head out, and I'm going to let him explain to him he's about to go to Europe. And I wanted to speak with him before he left out and say goodbye to the U.S. for a bit. And just want to say a few words to the people out there, all the veterans out here watching. You know, and his name is Justin Constantine, and I want to bring you in here now.
Excellent.
Hey, Justin. Justin, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Thank you, Justin. First and foremost, I just want to say, sir, thank you for your service.
Of course.
Everything you've done for this amazing country of ours. And I just want you, if it's okay with you, give me a little background, maybe,
Sure.
about, you know.
Sure. I served in the Marine Corps for almost 20 years. I retired as Lieutenant Colonel. I was a lawyer by background, but deployed to Iraq for the Infantry Battalion, and was injured back in 2006. Thanks to an incredible Navy corpsman and the Marines around me that day, I survived. My wife has been the cornerstone of my recovery, and hundreds of other people have been instrumental in me having a very successful recovery since then. So fast forward, I spend all my time now on veteran employment. Getting back to work was an important part of my recovery, and now I'll help others do that now.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I saw a TED Talk that you were involved in, and that was very amazing. I was like, wow, man, this guy, you know, for all he's done for our country, and for him to still come out and after all the fight, to still come out and still be able to, you know, support other veterans, you know what I mean, who's been going through a lot of similar struggles that you've been through.
I've done a couple of TED Talks. Those are more for non-veteran audiences, actually, to highlight what I've been through, but other veterans. Another person I talked to was a woman a cancer survivor, and who was also in the Army Reserve, who started a nonprofit to help homeless veteran women. And then a friend of mine who since passed away, but he was a real hero, who was a POW in Vietnam for 6 years.
Wow.
She talked about his incredible story, Leo Thorsness, talk about his incredible story of survival and recovery and resilience and doing great things after a traumatic experience. So I think American society benefits from hearing stories from what we've gone through, and they can relate to their. Everyone faces challenges one way or another,
Definitely.
veteran or not. So I just happen to have met some people who've gone through some incredible things. I like highlighting them and introducing them to the American public to realize, no matter who you are, your background, you can overcome adversity and do great things.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful because, like I said, I mean, in a city like New York, I'm sure you know, there's a lot of people out here that are going through a lot of turmoil in the city.
All the time.
And I'm a person, like, you know, the way I was raised, you know, when I meet people that are, you know, that are, you know, unfortunately, a lot of people with mental issues in the city, unfortunately.
Yep.
But when I teach people and they're able to speak with me, I always listen and they hear what they have to say. Because there's a lot of stories they have, and a lot of background there. And a lot of people choose to ignore and just kind of look down and all that. But I was taught at a young age, don't ever look down, because you never know what the future has in store with you. So always have respect for what you see out there. And a lot of guys I speak to have stories in the city where they were former doctors, lawyers, very successful individuals, and just had something in life that was a turmoil that affected them to the point where now they're struggling.
No, that's for sure. Like, after I was injured, I became a lot more empathetic, a lot more understanding of challenges here in New York. People with challenges, it's very obvious. We walk by them every day. You know, we see that. But I believe that I try to change my mindset to, if someone's rude to me or if I'm not getting along with them, they're probably having a challenge in their personal life. And I remind myself of them. Maybe they're going through divorce or something bad at work or just having a bad day. I remind myself of that. Like, how many times did I have those days early on in my recovery and I was a jerk to someone, you know? And so I try to give them some space. And I'm not perfect, no one is, but I try to remind myself, we never know what's going on here with people, whether it's a mental health challenge or a bad day. I know there's a lot in between there. I went to counseling for 1.5 years with PTSD, and I know the benefits of going and having an opportunity to talk to someone That's only because there was a nonprofit that existed for folks like me. A lot of people don't have access to that. So people are struggling every day, in the military or not, but struggling every day and don't have an outlet the way I had. So I feel very lucky that I had an opportunity to talk with a professional and get things off my chest and out of my mind.
No, I understand too. And Justin, where? Let me ask you. Can you tell the people like where, they can reach out? Like if someone's listening right now and they're saying, okay, well,
Sure.
Justin, where can I go to maybe have a little assistance, a little help? I'm going through some trouble right now. I'm going through some turmoil.
Sure.
Who can I reach out to?
Well, I'll tell you, the one that worked best for me was if you're a veteran or in the military, a nonprofit called Give an Hour. So they have 7,000 providers who have volunteered to give an hour of their time every week. Wow. So giveanhour.org, and that's their website. And that's why I went through 18 months of weekly counseling, one-on-one, 1 hour a week with a psychologist who changed everything, who helped me understand that what I was going through was normal. The way my mind was reacting after being shot in the head, of course I'm going to have some challenges. But I had a chance to talk to people, or talk to him when maybe I didn't want to unload this on my wife or my family. I want to talk to someone, get things off my chest, and then go back to my daily life. So that was through giveanhour.org. But if you're a veteran, the VA has a hotline as well. Rutgers has a program called Vets for Warriors, and that's Vets for Warriors with number 4.com. That's an incredible platform too, and there's others out there as well. My website is justinconstantine.com. Message me through there. I'll be happy to connect you with resources out there. There are a lot in the veteran community, and I think America at large, we are hesitant to ask for help, even though we need it and we deserve it. Asking for help was the biggest difference in my life. I really want people to be okay with asking for help for mental health, because if I fell off this curb today and broke my arm, I'd go to the hospital. If I had my injury or something happen, I should feel the same comfort going to get mental health as I would going for physical injury.
You got that right, exactly. Yeah. And people a lot of times when it comes to mental health issues, they're afraid to get help because they feel like, nah, this isn't a problem. This is not. Who's going to understand what I'm going through? This is not, because it's not like something like a broken arm where it's physically right there.
All this is connected. All this is connected. And one issue that veterans are worried about is, I think, if they go seek mental health, it's going to affect their security clearance. Well, after I was injured, I worked for the FBI for 3 years. I had top secret SCI clearance with a full polygraph examination. I worked on national security issues on a counterterrorism team as a lawyer. And so there is a carve out on the national security background check where if you've got mental health because of a combat deployment, that does not count against you in any way. And so I know that's a myth out there. It's not true. So if that's getting in the way of you getting help, forget about it.
Hey, veterans, veterans out there listening, hear that. If you listen, this is important information right here.
It is.
This is why I want to speak with him, because this is, every time I see him at an event, he has some kind of important information he gives out to a lot of people that, like I said, not just the veterans, but just anybody who's dealing with struggling. Yeah. So I want people to I want him to get this message out here the best way we can. Because I'm out here to help as well on my end, as best way I can. Just getting the word out here. And I said, before he heads out to London, man, he's heading out tonight. So I was like, either now or never. Yeah. Let me speak with him and get him on video and say a few words to everybody out there. And Justin, I want to thank you so much for your time tonight.
No, thank you, Chris. Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service, brother. I appreciate everything you've done.
Thank you, and your family as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your night, sir.
Thanks.
All right, you get home safe, okay?
I will.
All right, shout out to everybody out there. Like always, everybody's been conservative in New York. God bless everybody out there listening, and God bless America.
Thanks, guys.
Adios. Thank you.